Okay, so I thought I'd go ahead and make another video here. My most recent video is actually an unboxing of a Nikon D5300. So I am not going to do any comparison in between any other cameras or something like that, but this is actually also going to be an unboxing video. Today I actually bought this one right here. This is the Canon EOS 700D. This is supposed to be something very similar as the Nikon D5300, but this one is supposed to be a little bit better, I believe, when it comes to the autofocusing and all that kind of stuff that the Nikon doesn't really have at all. And this one is supposed to have touchscreen as well, and that doesn't Nikon have. So it seems like the Nikon, for that matter, lives in a kind of like in the past. This is the future, it seems like, because this have a lot more features that the Nikon doesn't really have, and those features are actually something that I think we need in today's video making. So this is just going to be an unboxing. There's not going to be any review or anything like that. We're just gonna unbox this one and see what it's all about. So let's dig into it. Okay, so we're back here. You have to excuse me for the mess on my desk here. This is actually where I used to record my music, and I haven't really cleaned out everything yet. So anyway, this is what the packaging looking like. The EOS 700D. That's the kit lens right there. I have no idea how good that is. You can see that a little bit of the specs right here. I see a lot of beauty channels using this type of camera thanks to the autofocusing and all that kind of stuff. So I thought I'd go ahead and pick up this one as well, and just make up my mind a little bit on whether this one is better than the Nikon or something like that. So let's go ahead and open this one up right here. Let's go ahead and see. This is what it looks like in the box. Wow, we got some paperwork. We got some instructions. I think I would be I need to read some of that because I don't know anything about Canon. I am a Nikon guy. I have been using Nikon for the past 17-18 years, so I have never used a Canon before. We got some instructions and all that kind of shit, and something that was surprising me was actually extra battery included. That is awesome. And this is the original battery you get in. I don't know if every camera comes with an extra battery, but in my case it did, and this is kind of like pretty expensive batteries, so I get 2 batteries, and that's awesome, I suppose. So let's go ahead and see what's more in the box here. We got, just as the Nikon, we got a strap right there. We got, oh yeah, this is the charging cable, I believe. We got the battery right there. Yeah, this is the battery. We got USB cable for transferring pictures and all that kind of stuff. We got the charger right there. Yeah, charger. This is what I believe is it's the lens, 18 to 45 millimeter, 18 to 55 millimeter. This is the kit lens right there. This is actually, oh yeah, 18 to 55, and this is out of focus and manual focus. I don't know about picture stabilization or anything like that. You have to excuse me, I'm all new to this Canon stuff here, so I don't know anything about this. Oh, that's a little... Oh well. If this is going to be my main camera, maybe I need to do some upgrade and buy some other lens or so. What's more in the box? Oh, we got the best for last, I believe. That's the camera housing, the camera body, so to speak. This is kind of very interesting. I'm all excited about this. Get the privilege to buy both of these cameras and test them out and see which one is better than the other. Wow, this is looking great. A little bit different than the Nikon, I would say. I can say right now that this one feels a little bit better in my hand than the Nikon. A little bit more ergonomic, I would say. What else do we have here? We have, well, I can put in a microphone there as well. That's good because I'm planning on a Rode external microphone. Then we got the HDMI and AV out. Pretty much the same as on the Nikon, I believe. And then we got the screen that is a little bit smaller than the Nikon. It's a tilt screen like that. That feels a little bit better than the Nikon actually. Yeah, that's for sure. It feels a little bit better than the Nikon. Yeah. It feels great. This is similar as the Nikon, I would say. Something that is a little bit different is actually this area right here. Well, you got the shutter right there. Okay. I wonder... Oh yeah, and here you turn it on, off and on, and I guess you have video mode right there. Seems pretty good actually. So I'm about to go ahead and pop in the battery and see if there is any juice in this, and perhaps we're gonna see if we can get it to work. Okay, so I got the battery out of there. Let's go ahead and see if we can open this one up. This is hard. What the fuck? I got no nails. There we go. This one is supposed to go this way. Right there. I'm gonna go and get my SD card. Okay, so I'm back again here. You have to excuse me for running around. I'm gonna go ahead and pop in my... This is what I bought for my Nikon. High-speed SD. Well, let's go ahead and pop on the lens right here. There we go. It feels great in my hand. It feels a little bit better than the Nikon, I would say. It feels kind of like stable, even though this is a I wouldn't say a low budget camera, but because it's not really a low budget, but I would say it's a great beginner's camera. So let's go ahead and start this one up right here and see if there is any use in the battery. Put it on there. Oh yeah, we got some settings to go through here, so I'm do that off cam. So we're back here. I did the settings and all that kind of stuff, well, the installation, so to speak. So let's go ahead and pop this one on right here again. The screen seems to be, the LCD seems to be very bright and clear. This is obviously touch screen, which I think is totally awesome. It's a little bit using the battery there. I'm gonna pop it to movie. Oh, there we go. Is there any auto focusing right here? Yeah, it is. In between this square, it seems like it's focusing. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I would say he's doing a pretty good job. I'm about to go ahead and press record here, I believe. Okay, I'm recording right now. So here is the view with the Canon 700D, or that's the Canon T5i actually, if you're living in the States. It's focusing right now. What if I do like this? Yeah. I think it managed pretty good to focusing actually. What about this? Cannot really complain about this actually. Okay, the battery is getting bad here, so but this is at least a view of how it looks like anyway, and an audio view, audio test as well. So that's what it looks like. The battery is dying here. You can see that it is focusing all the time. Oh well, seems like it could be, I have no idea, but it could be that I have seen people talking on YouTube about this camera, that it's having a hard time finding the right focusing spot. I don't know, but I believe that could be because they are using too little light. If the light source is not very good, I believe that it would be a problem to find a focusing spot. If you have a good light source, I believe there wouldn't be any problem, because I see, as I said, a lot of beauty channel using this camera. Well, I'm not really into beauty, but when it comes to camera setups and all that kind of stuff, I think the beauty channels is what you're going to watch, because they are often showing stuff close to the camera, so to speak, to see how the camera focusing and all that kind of stuff. So I think for that matters, it's great to watch beauty videos and makeup videos and all that kind of stuff. I'm not really into that, but it's a great choice for see how a specific camera works. My first impression of this is actually it feels a little bit better than the Nikon actually. It will be more satisfying if the autofocus works as good as I'm hoping. Something else that is very awesome is the touchscreen. It feels very, very good, and this is supposed to be capable of you just put your finger on the screen like you're doing on your smartphone to focus on a specific area. So that is something that is very awesome, and I know there is specific settings for where you want the camera to focus and such. So what I'm about to go ahead and do is to charge the battery, and then I get back to make some type of first impression of using this camera or something like that. I can tell you right away that it feels like with the functions on this 700D is actually better than the Nikon D5300. It actually feels like so. Yeah. So there you have it. That's the unboxing of the Canon EOS 700D, and that's I suppose in America it's called the T5i. I think that's called also Rebel series or something like that. This actually feels decent. I'm really hoping the functions with this camera is better than the Nikon, because the Nikon doesn't have autofocus in the same way. Well, of course it has autofocus by half pressing the shutter button right here, but I'm talking about autofocus by placing things in front of the lens like this, and the camera actually autofocusing by itself, trying to focus all the way on the things that is closest to the lens right here. Nikon doesn't have that. So, well, the D5300 I'm talking about here, because on that one you need to half press the shutter button right here all the time to focus. Something else that the Nikon doesn't have is a touch screen here. The Nikon doesn't have any touch screen, so that's kind of like, I think in today I think that is a must. And something else that is actually convenient about this camera right here is actually that it's supposed to be different types of what is it called? The camera can focus in different ways. You can choose whether you want the camera to focus in between a square, and as long as you are in that square, it will focus on whatever is in that square closest to the lens. And it also supposed to have two other options that I'm not really sure about, but I will actually check them out as fast as I charge the battery or so. Something else that is kind of like, I think they are talking about that the audio is better in this particular camera right here than the Nikon, and something that this one has very much in common with the Nikon is the sound from the autofocusing, because this is not a quiet lens. So I'm supposed that every time it's trying to focusing, it will actually pick it up from the stereo microphones that is placed on top here. So I think when it comes to this T6i or the EOS 750D, I think the microphones is placed on the front here just to avoid that kind of stuff and get a better audio. So that's the unboxing, and I know I said no review or anything like that, but it's kind of like a tiny little review, just a first impression. And I would say that my first impression of this one is actually that this one feels better than the Nikon D5300 because it feels more ergonomic in my hand, and the functions is more what I need, because I need touchscreen and I need autofocusing without pressing the button here. That's what I need, because I'm doing guitar repairs and all that kind of shit, so I don't want to be you know, bothered by pressing this button all the time. I want the camera to focus by itself. So there you go, quick unboxing and a little first impression. I see you in the next video, where I will talk a little bit more about my first impression about this camera. Until next time, take care now. Bye bye then.